Don't worry, be happy. Bob Marley. That's today's quote. Hi, I'm Gina Martell, and it's delicious outside. It's raining, it's thundering, it's lightning, and you know how much I love rain. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Stop by every once in a while and check up on me and see what my message is for the day. And today our message is about being perfect. Why do we feel we have to be perfect? You know that saying, hey, well, I'm not perfect. Why do we feel we have to be perfect? You know, I think because we were raised that way. I mean, it's like God is perfect. Being God-like is perfect. We focus so hard on being the perfect person, having the perfect life. Why? The other day, I actually had a client, and her comment to me was, well, I'm not perfect. I'm like, why do you say things like that? Why do people just say things like that? I actually think it's an excuse. Not being perfect has become the excuse for people to not live up to their own expectations and become the people that they want to be. So why is being perfect so important? Because, like I said, I think people, think that we have to be more God-like. We have to be more like God because God is perfect. You know what? I don't think God would buy into that. I think what God wants us to do is be more perfect love. So what is perfect love? Well, perfect love is love that understands, that listens, that goes the extra mile, that is kind, that forgives. A lot of those wonderful traits and things that we do for other people, that's perfect love. It is love that means I will always love you. It doesn't mean I will stay with you, however, if you're abusing me. And if you stay in a relationship like that, you and I need to talk about you loving yourself. So why the stress and pursuit to be perfect? In truth, in the deeper inside of our authentic selves, don't you think it makes more sense to be happy instead of perfect? If you're perfect, it doesn't necessarily mean you're happy. So why do we set such standards for ourselves, like to be the most beautiful, to be the richest, to be the smartest, to have the best body, to have the perfect career? When if we work on being happy, those things all fall into place naturally. When we become happy, we have all of that and more. When we're happy, we take care of our health. We don't feel the need to buy all these material objects to fill up a void inside of us. Our home is warm and loving and inviting. We take time to always learn and to grow and to become better people. We have self-love and we have peace inside. So instead of working so hard on being perfect, why don't you work on just being happy? And remember that inner happiness is your responsibility. You are the only one, the responsible for making yourself happy. So every time we do one of these Gina Talks, I really love to recommend a book. I love books. You can ask my husband. I have like 23 books beside my bed, and I'm really seriously attempting to read them all. They're all wonderful. I love books. I mean, you can just pick them up, the pages, and the smell of them, and it just takes you away. So I'm not into the Kindles. I'm really into the old-fashioned book reading. And this book I love. This is the book I'm going to recommend this talk, because in finding your own happiness, you got to find yourself. You got to know who you are. And you'd be amazed how many people don't have a clue. Ask yourself, do you really know who you are? I mean, and be honest about it. So, taking time to be by yourself. I did this for like a year and a half. I didn't date anybody. I just wanted to know who I was. And I went out to dinners, and I went to movies, and I went to festivals, and I got together with friends, but I really spent time getting to know me. And it was like the best thing I ever did. And once you figure out who you are, it opens up the doors to a lot of things. Then you realize what you want to do, what your passions are, and where your peace is. And that's where you find your happiness. So do try it. I highly recommend spending some good quality time by yourself, getting to know you. And this little book is 2,000 Questions About Me. And trust me, there are really 2,000 questions in this book. And I do give this to some clients, and they go, what? 2,000 questions? You'd be amazed some of the silly little questions in this book. I mean, how do you resolve a conflict? Do you have a favorite furniture designer? If so, who? I mean, some of the most random questions you would ever read. But fill it out. So what? It's put out by Piccadilly. It's a publisher, and you'd be amazed. I got this book at Five Below. Yeah, Five Below. It's the store next to the dollar store that's $5 instead of $1. It was like $5 or less because it's Five Below. Anyway, I really recommend it. It's a great book, and it's a great way to get to know you. As a matter of fact, how would you like to win this book? It's a really great book to have. So here's what you have to do. It's very simple. Just comment below and share this video on Facebook, and you'll be in a drawing to actually win this book. I'll send it to you personally, and I'll even write a personal little message to you. How about that? So check it out, comment below, share on Facebook, and this book could be yours. I wish you peace, and God bless you a million times. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Gina Martell, and I am an equine assisted life and relationship coach. You can visit my website at coachginamartell.net. You can also send me off an email, gina@coachginamartell.net. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you next time.